You're welcome back to Good Morning, Anambra. You know, we are in the Christmas season, and I know a lot of miscreants will be out there to involve themselves in one or two forms of nefarious activities. And that's why we are here today to talk about personal security during Christmas. And we are here in the studio with Mr. Mohammed Haruna, Public Relations Officer, Anambra State. You're welcome to Good Morning, Anambra.
Good morning, viewers. Ututuoma.
Okay, you know how to speak that word.
Small.
I think we should continue with Igbo language.
For now, let us treat the fact and issue first before.
All right, that's good. All right, now, how would you describe the state of security in Anambra State right now?
So far, so good. Arrangement has been put in place in order to ensure that Indian Anambras celebrate their Christmas and New Year celebration peacefully without molestation, without hindrance, and without any forms of threat from external forces.
All right, external forces. Yes. What do you mean by external forces?
Deviants. Anybody whose behavior or whose actions are contrary to that of the general members of the society is considered as external.
Okay.
Because he's a deviant. Anybody who tries to do something, either by action, either by reaction, that will send alarm to India Anambra and send signal to them that they are under threat in whatever way, is considered as a deviant. So there are external factors or forces.
Okay. All right, let's talk about personal security during Christmas. How can one ensure that he or she is personally secured during this festive season?
Thank you very much. There are so many areas where individual will ensure his personal security in this season. And this, for the purpose of this discussion, we are going to narrow it on the personal security, and then security in the house, security in the place of worship, and then, of course, security while on motion. That is, if somebody is traveling or if somebody is moving with his vehicle. The first thing one can do is he should be conscious of his immediate environment, and he should also be conscious of the people that are within such environment. This is a period where whenever you are about to come out from your house, you have to be observant. You have to be very sure of the people around your house. You also have to be conscious of the environment to see whether there is something that is strange, to see that whether there is an object that ordinary is not supposed to be in that area or in that place that you are staying. Whenever you notice any strange behavior, or whenever you notice any strange object within your area or within your environment, you should not hesitate to inform the relevant authority, especially the police, in order to come and make sure that such object will not constitute a threat to you and to the members of such environment or the community. So the first thing is you should be security conscious about your environment and about yourself, and about the people that are within or that people that are surround you. That is the number one. Then number two, when you are in your house, you should make sure that your compound is secured. You should deny an outsider the opportunity to see the compound, either by creating artificial barrier, such as maybe try to make it very difficult for somebody to see the house, the inside of the house when he is outside. And then you should also create a physical barrier, try to fortify the exit and the entry point to make it very difficult for anybody that will have access to the house or to the compound. You should also educate your children not to trust anybody. Whenever you are not at home, somebody come to knock at the door, you should educate your children that they should not open the house to anybody without making sure that such people, they knew them physically and they could be able to detect them through their voice. You should also educate the children not to use your handset in case a stranger calls and he begins to ask unnecessary questions about the whereabouts of the parent, whereabouts of the guardian of the house. They should not entertain such cautions. You should also make sure that whenever you are inside and your generator, maybe for example your generator is off, you should not hasten to go outside and then see what is happening to the generator.
All right. Before we go on, you mentioned something about churches. Are you implying that churches should employ security personnel to guard them maybe during service? Or, this period we have both a night service and in commemoration of Christmas period. So what do you advise churches to do this period?
Yes, the personal security at the church is not only the responsibility of the church people, those people who take care of the churches, like the pastors or the reverend fathers in the church. You, as a worshiper in the church, you also have a responsibility to ensure the security in the church. Whenever you go to the church, you should, because if you are going to the church, the route that you are going to follow to go to the church, don't frequent that particular route in going to the church, especially at this season. People know definitely that during Christmas, you are bound to go to church for service. So you should try as much as possible to make it not to make the criminals or the potential attackers to predict your movement. For example, if you frequent going to church from one route, you should try and seek for alternative route in order to divert attention.
If there are any, anyways.
Yes. And then if there are no any reason, you should try as much as possible to have contact with the local vigilante and the police in order to ensure that the terrain you are following is secured. And you should, the church organizers and the custodian of the church, they should try and put in place adequate security measures, especially like this metal detector. At least if people are coming into the church, they should be screened. And then also they should install a CCTV camera around the church premises to make sure that anybody that is coming or going outside has been monitored. And also, of course, the law enforcement agencies, that is the police and other security agencies, we have made adequate arrangement through patrol, through surveillance, through...
All right, we still come to that when you tell us more about the air surveillance that you just launched. But you mentioned the local vigilantes, and I want to know how you are collaborating with them, especially this festive period, to see that you curb the crime, as in crime are being curbed to the barest minimum, especially in our rural communities.
Thank you very much. We have a very excellent relationship with the vigilante and other neighborhood watch. You recall that when the Commissioner of Police, CP Garba Baboma, was posted to Anambra State, his first priority was community-oriented policing. And you cannot implement community policy without partnership with the members of the public. And the critical stakeholders are, of course, the vigilante, because the vigilante dwell with the locals, and they are closer to the members of the public. They knew them, they knew their characters, and they knew the pattern of crime in that area. So collaborating with the vigilante is one of the most important way of preventing crime. And the command is not relenting in collaborating with the vigilante and other stakeholders.
All right, viewers, if you want to contribute, you can call us on the phone lines right there on your screens. They are there. You call and make your own contribution. If you have any question to ask, you are free to do so. All right, we are still talking about personal security during Christmas, and we are here with Mr. Mohammed Haruna. So now tell us the measures the police force in Anambra State have put in place to see that this Christmas period is crime-free.
There are so many measures that...
All right, before you continue, let's know who is here. Good morning.
There are so many measures that... Hello?
Good morning. All right, go on.
There are so many measures put in place by the command in order to ensure that in the Anambra celebrate their Christmas and New Year celebration peacefully. The first one is that you recall that sometimes in November, the command, in collaboration with government, launched an Ember Month security program, Operation Stop and Search in Oklobia, where over 50 motorbikes were donated by His Excellency, and then a special outfit was set up, and the Commissioner of Police gave a marching order to all area commanders, all DPOs, and all unit heads to be on red alert to ensure that they intensify patrol within and outside areas of jurisdictions, and that they intensify raids on black spot and criminal hideouts, and that they should ensure that they collaborate with the local vigilante to gather intelligence in order to take proactive steps whenever there is any threat to life and property. And of course, these measures have started yielding positive results because between 1st December and now, the command has arrested over 300 suspects, which include suspected cultists, armed robbers, and other miscreants who have constituted nuisance to the state, and they have been arrested.
All right, please hold on a little bit. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and your location, please. Please lower the volume of your TV set. Please, if you want to call us and you want us to hear what you're saying, please lower the volume of your TV set or walk away from where it's located. All right, you were saying something,
yes.
Mr. Haruna.
As I'm speaking to you now, between yesterday and this morning, the divisional police officer, Ogidi, has arrested 2 suspected armed robbers who have blocked this Mpo road yesterday. They have taken advantage of the traffic situation there and were robbing unsuspecting motorists. And fortunately, because of the distress call that was received, the divisional police officer moved his men who went there and arrested the suspect. One of them was arrested with a locally made pistol, and the other one was arrested with axe. And as I'm speaking to you, they are assisting the police with useful information that will help us to arrest their accomplice and then charge them to court. So we are working assiduously around the clock to ensure that India and Anambra celebrate their Christmas and New Year celebration peacefully.
All right, you didn't tell us more about the air surveillance. I know you learned something like that, and you wanted to say it, but I told you to hold on then. So I want us to tell us more about it. You know, a lot of people might be wondering, what's hovering over our head? What's happening?
Yes, you know, Anambra has some difficult terrain, and this terrain cannot ordinarily be accessible by vehicles, and it is because of that His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, donated some motorbikes to the police to ensure that all these nooks and crannies are being assessed for the purpose of patrol. And also, in addition to that, there is what we call aerial patrol. And this area patrol will provide an opportunity for the police to know what is happening on ground in an area where, because of maybe flood or because of shrubs and other swamps, it couldn't be penetrated. And that is why the government assisted by way of providing an opportunity for the law enforcement agencies to use aerial patrol, that is a helicopter patrol, to assess those areas. And it is yielding positive results because it is helping the police to identify vulnerable areas, and then adequate deployments are being made.
All right. Apart from the air surveillance and the patrol by your men, how else do you get information on, like, people are operating, some criminals are operating in one place or the other? How do you get information and get there quickly as possible, as soon as possible?
Because of the confidence that the public is having on us now, the public are giving us information in so many platforms. We get our information through the media platforms that we have established. We also get information through direct call to our control room numbers. We also get intelligence report through our intelligence outfits. We got intelligence report from well-meaning individuals. I don't need to mention their names. And then we also get information through our vigilante. We also get our information through the open spaces, that is through social media platform. We assess them, we analyze the information, and we take proactive action with information that we considered actionable.
Okay, we have a caller here. Hello, good morning. Good morning. All right. Now let's talk about, now people are coming back to their communities. And then I want to know how you have been collaborating with the Igwes and the PGs in the community, especially when we talk about the community policing and all that. How has it been so far? And now this festive period, I know a lot of people will come back and a lot of activities will be going on in some villages like the football match and the tournament and all that. So what are the things, or how have you been able to communicate with those people to see that security are tight during this period?
Thank you very much. We have a forum called the Eminent Persons Forum. And these Eminent Persons Forums include the Igwes, includes the chairman of communities, PGs, includes PCRC members and other well-meaning individuals who are knowledgeable about what is happening within their environment. And these Eminent Persons Forums do meet with the Commissioner of Police from time to time, review the security situations in the state, and provide advice that will help the police to take a proactive step in preventing crime within the state. And this Eminent Persons Forum is not only in the state command level, it is also in the divisional level, it is also in the area command levels, and at the same time, district level, that is the outstations, etc. And this, the Commissioner of Police has directed the area commanders and the DPOs to always have meetings with such Eminent Persons Forum in order to identify vulnerable areas within such communities and patrol the areas. If the areas include a black spot, raid the black spot and get rid of the miscreant that constitute problem in those areas. And apart from the Eminent Persons Forum, we also have the Police Community Relations Committee. This Police Community Relations Committee also help the police with useful information, assist the police in one way or the other in terms of logistics support, in terms of intelligence, in terms of giving vital information, and these informations are assisting us in doing our work. And we also have the union leaders, we have PGs, and we have, of course, the religious leaders. They are also playing a vital role by way of giving us advice, by way of giving us vital information that will help in reducing the menace of crime in Anambra State. No, this is not to talk of the constant calls that we are receiving through our control room from other well-meaning individuals whose identity we don't even know, but give us useful information that is assisting us.
All right, I think when we come back after the short break, you tell us the numbers that we can call whenever we have such complaints to give. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Season's greetings in Anambra. On behalf of Caring Family Enhancement Initiative, CAFE, I wish us all a Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year. Chief Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, founder, CAFE, wife of the Governor of Anambra State.
Anambra Broadcasting Service presents Christmas Family Game Show. 4 families, 4 hot seats, 4 winners. Time 3 p.m. live on Christmas Day, Tuesday, 25th December 2018. Showing on ABS TV Channel 24 and Star Times 113. First prize, Plasma TV. Second, Standing Pan. Third, Christmas Hamper. Fourth, Pressing Iron. For inquiries, sponsorship, call 0703 531 4457 or 0808 360 5617. Proudly sponsored by Great Source Nigeria Limited, publisher of the Anambra Compendium. Don't forget you can join us live on Christmas Day by 3 p.m. on ABS TV Channel 24, Star Times Channel 113 or Metro Digital Channel 29.
You're welcome back. It's still Good Morning Anambra. We are here with Mr. Haruna Mohammed discussing personal safety during Christmas. And before we went on that short break, we were talking about numbers that you can drop people, especially for those that are just coming into Anambra State. Maybe they are not aware of the number to call. That's the distress call number. So just give us the numbers.
The command has a control room number, 24 hours a day, and then 7 days in a week. Anytime you are in distress, you should not hesitate to call this number, 070 391 94332. 070-391-94332. This is our control room number.
Okay.
And if in case you don't get that, you can call my number direct also, 080-609-70639. Let me repeat, 080-609-70639. And you can also get lay your complaint through our media platform. We have a platform called the Anambra State Police Public Complaint Bureau. And if you have any complaint, you should write through that medium, and we can download your complaint and then pass it to the Commissioner of Police for approval. The address is appcapanambra@gmail.com or appcapanambracommand@gmail.com. Appcap means APPCAP, then anambracommand@gmail.com.
All right. These numbers, the numbers you call, is it just for calls only, or you can send SMS too?
No, the first one I gave, the control room number, you call direct.
Okay.
My number, you can call, you can send text, you can send WhatsApp.
Okay.
And then the Gmail media platform, you can also use it to lay your complaint.
All right. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges that you're facing, especially this festive period, that you know anything that has advantage, that equal hazard. So what are the challenges you're facing this period towards security in Anambra State?
We have challenges of non-reporting of distress on time by members of the public. Some people, they will observe things, and instead of reporting it so that we will take action promptly, they will wait until when the criminals are absconded. This is a great challenge for us. And then secondly, we normally give advice through jingles and other mediums to members of the public to always take proactive steps in order not to be taken unaware by members of the hoodlums. For example, you see children. Parents should make sure that children who are in school should only be allowed to go to school in company of an adult. And also, if the parent will not go and take the children from their schools, they should assign somebody who is a immediate member of such a family to go and bring the children. And they should also encourage the children to memorize their numbers. Recently, we rescued some children at Okija who were abducted from far away, Port Harcourt, since October. But we were able to trace the parent through one of the child who memorized the number of his auntie. Wow. So parents should encourage their children to memorize their numbers so that in case of distress, they will help the police to trace them easily.
All right, finally, your last word to the Anambra as to ensure their personal safety during this festive period.
I want to assure in the Anambra that the Commissioner of Police, Anambra State Command, CP Garba Baba Umar, has given a directive to all the divisional police officers as well as all heads of unit and area commanders to make sure that they place other men at red alert and to ensure that in the Anambra people celebrate this Christmas hitch-free. And the Commissioner of Police sent his appreciation to members of the public for the encouragement and the cooperation he has been receiving from them. And he also assured them that he will not relent in order to make sure that India and Anambra continue to enjoy this Yuletide peacefully, and India and Anambra continue to remain the safest state in the Federation.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed Haruna, Public Relations Officer. That is PPRO, Anambra State. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
I can again. We're wishing you Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I wish you same.
All right. And that's it. And good morning, Anambra, right here on ABS TV. Thank you so much for being part of today's edition of the show. And I want to wish you personally, and from all of us here, Merry Christmas.